Hello and welcome to an update of the mating game. We are going to start the update with our European night crawlers. That's what we fed. Everything looks nice and moist in here. And the worms are getting large. Of course, there are some younger ones, smaller ones in here. That is, of course, to be expected. Yeah, all of these are young worms that hatched here in the very beginning. To baby. And this is where we fed last week. They are doing an excellent job with the food because it is, after all, blended. Okay, not going to dig around too much, just to see that everybody's doing well. And we're going to feed these guys. I have prepared a mixture here for them. And they're each going to get 2 scoops of this. It's got bananas, some spinach that's gone bad, but I already put the coffee grounds and the eggshells in here. Makes it easier for me. And we're going to cover them up now. Create a little mound here so I know that this is where we fed. So these guys are done. Let's move over to the red wiggler bin. And here are my lovies. Can you tell I don't play favorites? I do love these guys so much. This is where we fed. So we'll just go quickly digging through here a little bit, just making sure everything looks good, which it does. Plenty of babies and juveniles and everything in between. A lot of life in here. These guys just don't disappoint. Look at all that. Woo. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Oh, that's a cocoon. So they're still laying cocoons. And that's a rather dark one. So that's going to hatch soon. Very nice. Oh yeah, although we had a rather rough start we seem to have made up the time. This is where we fed. Just look at all that. Very nice. And they're really making quick work. And I knew they would. Lots of babies. Lots of young babies. Okay. So these guys are going to get their food. Also in this corner, the same 2 scoops. And cover it up. And let's take a look at our perionyx bin. Here they are. Blue worms. I'm trying not to let the videos get too long. Just trying to get an idea of the condition of the bin. Look at all the little babies in here. These guys also are really, really great at multiplying. Just wonderful. And I think this is where we fed. Oh yeah, lively little devils. See? Yeah, plenty of life in here as well. Look at him go, look at him go, look at him go. Okay guys, I'm trying not to bother you too much. And again, so careful. These guys are so teeny tiny. Okay. All right, we'll give you your food. It'll be fun counting these guys one by one, which is what I'm going to have to do because the night crawlers are a larger worm, and so they weigh more, especially the African night crawlers. They're going to weigh a lot more than the blue worm, so it wouldn't be fair to weigh them. I'm going to have to count them. Yay. Well, who needs weekends when you can count worms, right? I mean, that's fun. And last but not least is the African night crawler. Here are the African night crawlers, and everything seems good. Is that no. So you can see where the food was from last week, a lot of castings. But we will first fluff up the bedding here a little bit. Youngsters, baby. Another baby. These guys have been doing a great job here. Just look at that. So you have these young guys right here. Then you have the parent right there, one of them. Beautiful, beautiful worm. Yeah, plenty of babies here. These guys are doing great. Yeah, I still say that the European night crawlers are in last place. Because these guys, there are a lot of babies here. And this is where we fed. Even more babies there at the bottom. Okay. So we'll give you guys your share of the food in this corner here. Plop. And we will cover that up and leave them alone to do their thing. I'm really happy with the way all of this is going. These guys are definitely reproducing, which means that they are happy and they have the conditions to reproduce. So we are going to check back on them next week and see how they do. Thanks for joining me.